Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. Another Tuesday, another sloppy mess. Make sure you leave us a little sub, a comment as well, saying how much you love us, because we love you back. And we're on the way to 10,000 subs. And Joe, it is a pleasure.
You too.
How are you?
All right. What's going on there?
What do you mean?
Why have you got plasters on all of your fingers?
Right.
Show the camera.
I've got little plasters on my fingers.
Cut them shaving.
One of them is to do with my new broccoli steaks phase. The other two are to do with. It sounds bad, but sometimes when I get.
You've been in the studio. Fingers. You came in about an hour ago, and I've not noticed this yet. What is?
I got plasters because, like, sometimes, right. This is bad. But sometimes when I get nervous or anxious, I sort of like pick at my fingers, and if I get really anxious, I pick so hard that I need plasters.
Yeah.
But
why have you been so anxious?
I don't know. Just life can get to you, can't it?
Kind of.
So here I am, just picky McGee. How are you doing anyway? Let's talk about me.
I'm alright. Almost away, aren't I?
This is it. This is going to be a couple of episodes of what we're calling Full Smith.
Yeah.
Because you might see bits and bobs of Half Smith.
Yeah.
But you will, Full Smith it for this episode.
I'm fully here for this one.
Your amazing trip.
Amazing Grace.
What's the itinerary again for it?
Into Bangkok for 3 days, and then over to Vietnam for 2 weeks, then back over to Thailand for another 2 weeks.
Have you been on the...
Yeah, from the weekend.
You sound raw.
Yeah, I do feel a bit rough.
I've not heard him go full chatty yet. What happened on...
I'm trying.
You're trying?
It's from screaming at the Liverpool match. I just screamed.
You just screamed the whole thing.
Over 2 hours.
Let's get on to that in a minute. Back to Bangkok, Vietnam.
Yeah. And then back to Bangkok.
Back to
Thailand for the second 2 weeks.
Are you flying there?
No, we're just going to jog there. Yeah, just the usual sort of get our shoes on and jog there. What is that?
I just love asking people. I ask asking people when they're going on a long distance trip. Are you flying there? Just to see. Some people are like so confused. So, but what about between Bangkok and Vietnam? Are you going to fly there, fly back? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're flying to the south of Vietnam from Bangkok to the south, then making our way up to the north, then flying back over to the north of Thailand, and making our way back down to the south.
Wow.
Sort of a reverse clockwise.
Are you buzzing?
Can't wait, yeah.
Are you excited? I think it's stressful because I think like you mean you're very similar when it comes to like organising stuff or getting little stuff done. It's kind of like we'll forget about that.
We'll wait about that. Lizzie has had her clothes zipped up in little bags inside her suitcase for nearly 3 weeks.
Really?
How is she not wearing this stuff?
Have you got one of those little suckers?
No, we ain't got one of those suckers, but we've got the bag that's like, it's a normal bag and then you do it in another secret zip up and it hunkers down, sucks all the air out.
When I say little suckers, I didn't mean Ethan James.
Oh, yes, I am here. Again.
Yeah, you well?
Well, really well. Just done a load of washing. I've done 4 loads because of the back rash. And I'm trying to clean everything because I think of the perfume on the fabric softener is what's causing it. And I'm on the antihistamines as well.
Fuck me.
I forgot about the back crash.
You've got that on it. There's so much to get out in this episode.
I had really forgotten about the back crash. Talk to me about the back crash. Where are we up to with it?
Been on the antihistamines, washed everything. I don't notice the difference.
You're just repeating what you just said. I meant in terms of what does the rash look like at current moment?
It's still the same. It won't go.
Have you been to the doctors about it?
Pharmacy.
And they just gave you the antihistamines?
Yes.
No, you didn't show them, did you?
Did you show them the rash?
You didn't show them it?
I did.
Did you?
What, you got your back out in the pharmacy?
They've got a consultation dome.
A dome?
Oh, like a dome.
Like the Simpsons movie?
Like more of a cubicle.
Oh.
So
love
you went into a toilet with someone, showed them, took your top off.
Yeah.
Then when you came out, did they go, sorry, that's a staff-only cubicle? And then you and that bloke and he just sprinted off. Is that what happened?
It's not as disgusting as people might think. It's very faint. It's almost like a leopard's print.
Famously not faint.
Famously part of their skin.
Yeah, and also black on orange is hardly faint. Why have you picked one of the highest contrast patterns in nature? You know, it's very faint. You barely notice it. I don't know, like a leopard spots.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to notice a leopard spots, Ethan.
Never change.
Never change, never do. Even if you had to go away for a month somewhere, where would you pick?
Newcastle.
No.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, we've all had a pretty big weekend, haven't we?
Yeah, you can tell from my voice.
And, you know, there's an air of celebration regarding what happened to Manchester United on Sunday.
Yeah.
Not to talk about football, but it was a pretty incredible day.
One of the great moments, wasn't it? Were you at the game?
I wasn't at the game. As you can imagine, I was watching it quite, like, downbeat at times. Because obviously we go in, United concede, don't they? Just before half-time. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, whitewash is coming. So we were watching it at a place in Stockport called the Edgerton Arms.
Where's that?
Oof.
What?
It's some gaff in there. It's crazy.
Where is it?
Let's just tell you this. There's a guy at the bar who brings his own pint glass with a Manchester United logo on it. Right, so we're all in there. It's
Where
rough
is
as
it?
toast. It's just
Genuinely.
near opposite the Wetherspoon in Stockport. It's opposite there. It was the cheapest round.
The one on the corner?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the cheapest, the only place showing the football.
They do food though as well, don't they?
I don't know, I didn't try that.
They do.
It was the only place showing the football, so we went in there and yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Why weren't you in town by that point?
Here's the thing that was odd, is that we had tickets to see a band DJ that we really like. They're a band from Dublin called Fontaines DC.
Yeah, you talked about them on the last show.
And they were only playing in Stockport. And
Right.
but we got told on the grapevine that they were only doing an early set.
Right.
They were doing till 8.
Okay.
So we were like, right, we can't go into town to watch it. We're going to have to watch it round Stockport Way. And anyway, then the carnage unfolded. It was...
So how was your St Patrick's Day then? Because obviously this Liverpool United game
It
happened
added
to
to the
coincide with
absolute
St Patrick's Day.
pleasure of it.
How was your black and white pudding?
Oh, can we put a little video in of it? It was...
Can I see the video?
Yeah, of course. So, I knew a man, didn't I? And he sorted me out. And then Lennon
Yeah,
cooked.
you got a pudding guy.
Lennon
pudding
cooked.
papa, as you call
Did you
it.
not see the picture of me thingy on my Instagram?
No.
Have you not seen it? Look at this for a spread. That was Lennon's doing. It looks unbelievable, doesn't it? Can I tell you, I had...
Toast in foil, which I like.
I did the
I'm
toast.
going to guess somewhere in the region of 40 rashers of bacon.
That bacon, man, was crisp.
That is some of the thickest pucks of black and white pudding I've ever seen
Yeah, I
in my
bought
life.
too many, didn't I? I got enough for 20 people.
How many of you were there?
6.
There is comfortably 25 sausages there.
Oh, and which I had 6 of. Honestly, I had 6 sausages.
And then only 6 halves of tomatoes, so just one each there.
Yeah, for the losers.
Unbelievable.
There was a
spread.
vegetarian there, so they had
what did she-
eggs.
Yeah, egg and toast.
Egg and toast. So that was great. They went to a place called Bowling Green in Shoreham, which was brilliant, and a couple of drinks. The only thing is they had a band on, but it was like an old traditional band. So they sit in the corner, they have no speakers or anything like that, and they play. And they're playing brilliantly, but it was so busy. To be able to hear them, you had to get uncomfortably close. Right. You know,
It's
and I'm sort of
me.
like pissed as far leaning over going, brilliant. Love the fiddle.
Death.
From then, we had, which was lucky because the actual game was on normal TV for us here in the UK. So that pub had the first half. As soon as the first half was done,
You laugh.
over to Stockport, Edgerton Arms, chaos there. Fontaines DC, brilliant.
Were they good?
The bar was good.
What?
The Fontaines DC were a bit shit.
Were they?
They were phoning it in.
What do you mean they were phoning it in?
Well, they didn't play good music.
So
They played too cool for school music.
So I'm going to ask you a few songs that I know you love on a DJ set, and you're going to tell me yes or no whether they
Can I just say no?
Okay,
no.
so first of all, these are your favourite tunes to play, of course, and these are the best songs, so why
Yeah.
wouldn't they be? Did they play YMCA?
No, though. No, they didn't.
Did they play Summer of '69?
No,
Did they play Sweet Caroline?
no,
Did they play, anything from Dookie by Green Day?
no.
So
No.
what was the point of them even being
I don't
there?
know. The last 20 minutes of the set, they did The Cure, Friday I'm in Love, and then 3 Irish tunes, which was the best. Like, everyone was dancing, everyone was loving it. And I looked at the guy and I went, you had an opportunity here, and you took being cool over actually giving everyone a pretty good night.
Did you say
They
that
are good
to
live. No, I just sort of went. Thumbs up. Amp, by the way, and I'm saying this, the place is called Amp in Stockport,
Yeah.
right?
Where's that?
That is just near the town hall. Let me tell you this. I'm being serious here. We got there, and there's a food outlet that's called Proper Scran.
Right.
And I thought, that's a crazy name.
Yeah. It's
Calling
too much,
yourself
isn't it?
Proper Scran.
It's the sort of thing that someone who came to uni from Manchester from Loughborough, who all of a sudden has started saying the word scran, even though they've not said it until they were 23 years old. Now he's got a van called Proper Scran.
For Joe, and I wasn't this pissed. I was pissed, but I wasn't that pissed at this one point.
Right.
Lennon got just a double cheeseburger, and it was phenomenal.
Was it? Was it Proper Scran?
It was phenomenal.
Was it scrantastic?
It was one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Really?
Lennon. Oh, I called you Lennon then. I'm still pissed. Ethan, it was phenomenal. Grilled onions and normal onions with a combo. Anyway, we should try it once. Great night. Yeah. Then headed to Levenshulme for a couple.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, Levenshulme for a couple. It was too busy in Levenshulme, so then we went into town, stayed around town.
Where did you go in town?
Wayfarer, Juniors. Juniors was okay, but the rumours were that Bunnies had an Irish band on till 1 a.m. Ended up at Bonnie Jackson's till 1. Left at 3.
And then where'd you go?
15 hours of drinking's enough for me, Joe, so we called it a night.
15 hours. Do you remember the last few hours? What was that?
I don't have a clue what happened.
Where'd you go after Juniors?
What?
After party?
There was an afters, but it was all right. I remember the last few hours in just looking through my camera roll. It was good. I must have had a lot of Guinness. And Bunny's doing all right Guinness, and they used to be like their own like hipsters and used to give it to you in their own glasses, but now they've actually got decent Guinness glasses.
Oh, that's good. What was your St. Patrick's Day like?
I still feel fucked now. My brain doesn't work properly.
Well, you've accidentally shaved your fingertips on 3 different fingers, so there's clearly
maybe the anxieties come from fear of booze.
Well, I went to Liverpool.
Ooh, and congratulations.
It all began by me missing the train.
God's sake.
How did you miss the train?
I went to the pharmacy to get an emergency phosphor pink inhaler, and when I was driving there, a car in front of me got ambushed by the police.
What?
So,
what is this, the Wild West? What do you mean, ambushed by the police?
What's going on? So you're driving along, you go, I've got to get my pink inhaler. Have you already had your back done? Like, is this a separate trip to the pharmacy?
So what happened? It's a separate trip because
hell, you must love it in there.
I ordered my pink inhaler at the pharmacy, and I couldn't make it on Friday, and they were closed for the weekend. So I ordered an emergency one to the Tesco one. So I thought I'd go pick it up before the big trip, and then as I was driving along, this car in front of me got ambushed by 3 police cars, and the road was closed for 15 minutes.
So what? Give us a bit more detail. What actually happened then?
Oh well, I missed the train.
No, during the ambush,
Ethan, you skip over really big bits.
You're talking about a story here. Someone being ambushed by the police in front of you doesn't happen every day.
No.
Yeah.
Tell us how it happened.
Oh, they just pulled up at the junction next to where the tram goes along, and then all the cars stopped.
Yeah.
And then they went to the car and talked to the man, and then they talked for a wee bit, and then they let him go on his way.
What? All that fucking
3 cars pulled him over and they didn't even arrest him.
Oh yes, but it meant I missed the train.
Yeah.
But what happened was instead, I decided to have a nice English breakfast at the Tesco cafe whilst I was waiting for £5. So it wasn't.
So how did you? I'm confused here. How did you know you've missed the train, but yet then you've realised you've got enough time to have a full English at a Tesco?
Well, the next train was in an hour, and the ambush held me up, and then the guy in the pharmacy wasn't very happy with me for ordering this emergency pink inhaler. So
why not? Isn't that his job?
I was being arsey with us because I ordered it the day before and said it was an emergency, and then didn't turn up.
Hold on. If you're late for an emergency,
did you hear that?
It can't be much of an emergency.
So what's that? Repeat that.
You made him seem like the knobhead there, Ethan. But you, my friend.
The day before. You should have picked it up the day before, but then you just didn't. You were a no-show.
I was too busy out with Alan watching the Newcastle match.
So this emergency inhaler that's an emergency, you prioritised getting pissed with Alan.
I got in a big panic ahead of St. Paddy's, just thinking, what if I need that puffer?
So how was things with Alan?
Oh, he's well.
Is he well? What's
up,
that look
Ethan?
for?
What's
That
going
sounds
on?
a weird look.
So this is we're going back in time. So Saturday, obviously, again another football story. Man City against Newcastle. You had tickets,
Oh, yes.
and
Is this where you went with Alan?
this is where you went with Alan.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was Alan sorted me a ticket. That was really lovely. And I met him before at the Piccadilly Tavern. And he was there with his two mates, Derek and Phil.
Do you, right, no
Hold on,
offence.
hold on.
Do you purposely go to the fucking shittest bars in the UK?
No. I think that
The Piccadilly Tavern is awful.
I think that is for away fans, though, isn't it?
So?
Is that for?
It's not like away fans only. It's not illegal to go in a better pub around the corner. Like, just as a bit of a heads up, it's not a million miles away from where this studio is. So you know this area, and yet you've gone in literally one of the shittest pubs in Manchester there.
Oh, yeah.
How's that happened?
Well, anyway, Derek and Phil were there.
Fuck off. Don't answer that. Yeah, whatever. Fine.
And,
Who's Derek?
the Alan's away mates. They're both in their 60s. And they're lovely chaps. Lovely, good, Geordie men.
It's Alan, who's 24,
Yeah.
and then two mid-60-year-old blokes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't... Yeah.
But you won't what?
But you won't know he was in his mid-20s.
No.
His liver's in his mid-60s.
So I was talking to Derek and Phil, and they were saying, well, I said, what's it been like coming down? I went, well, on the Friday, they all went to the working men's club till 11 o'clock, and they had about 7, 8 beers there. And then they all went home, apart from Alan, who went to another working men's club, went back at 5 in the morning, had a 2.5-hour turnaround, back on the train, back on the beers, go down to Manchester. I was on the Guinness with me in the Piccadilly Tavern. So I think it's about just a couple of hours turnaround. It's impressive stuff from Alan.
He's doing some Premier League numbers, isn't he, boozing wise?
Oh, God, yeah, it's really good stuff. And then...
Does he worry you at all?
Oh, a little bit. But we were talking about.
Sorry.
Derek was telling me. He said, "Do you do a podcast?" I go, "Oh yes, it's a bit of food, bit of nonsense," is what I said. And he said, "Oh well, I wouldn't be very good doing food, for I've only ever had 12 meals in my entire life."
No.
Isn't that
Right.
interesting?
Have you got the 12? Can we guess?
I don't have all 12, but I can tell you.
So you're saying he's had them on repeat though, hasn't he? He's not just like not like a lion
spaced
where it
them
just
out
has
over
an
a year.
antelope for the rainy season and then he gets another one 6 months later.
But his favourite food.
Oh, can we guess?
Right, here we go.
All right, go
Obviously, Sunday roast. Is
Yeah,
up there.
a roast is up there. Yeah.
Nice.
Of course,
Fish and
of course,
chips.
of course. Yeah.
No,
Fuck off.
He's not even had fish and
He
chips.
he didn't list it.
He must have had stew.
Close, not far off.
Hot pot.
Pie.
Yeah, pie.
Yeah, of course they're pie.
Two. I think 2 or 3 of them are pies of the 12.
Hold on, so of the 12, so pies
Yeah.
wasn't one.
Pies was
3 different flavours. Oh
3
my
different
God.
flavours of pies.
Right,
Okay,
go on
so
then.
some sort of stew or hot pot or sort of whatever, casserole or something like that.
So the star of the show is mince and dumplings. And he says he always has, and he said to me, he said, I can't understand this foreign food. And I went, what do you mean? He said, curries and anything hot. I just don't understand how our palate can adapt to that. I don't get it. He said, I once went to an away day, he told me, where I went to the front and asked for these 2 pies and they ran out. So I asked for they said the last thing they got was a peppered steak bake. So he went, all right, fine. And he said at the bottom of the steps, he took a bite of this peppered steak bake.
Peppered steak bake.
And his son saw him and he thought he was having a heart attack. So he ran down with a bottle of water and give him this to wash his down.
For peppered steak
Yeah,
Too
too
much,
much.
too spicy for him.
Too spicy for him. He said he's never had a pizza, he's never had a pasta in his life, never tried it. Like, these are the only things he's had.
People like this are absolutely
Fucking
wild
hell.
about this.
These are the people that Alan hangs about with every day.
This
a
is
bloke
crazy.
who a peppered steak bake
He's
was too
never
spicy
had
for
a
him.
pizza.
He's never had a pizza or
So
pasta.
what else was on the
Yeah,
list
what
that we
else was this?
missed?
Bolognese? Because
Bolognese?
that's not even foreign, is it really? It's English.
He said one of the things he just wishes he could do, which should be more normalised, he said you could just have a mound of mash. That's what he said.
This guy's scary.
He's honestly, he was one of the loveliest blokes I've ever got a chat with. He was so funny.
He just wants a plate of mash.
He wants a bathtub full of mash that he can just get through over the week, doesn't he?
Honestly, and on the way back, we lost 2-0 and we're walking in the rain, and he goes, you know what I could do with that? Right, he goes, just a load of mince and dumplings and cheer me right up.
It's
totally talking about.
This is fucking
If you think about his life,
crazy.
genuinely, the only if you spoke to this guy, the only things he actually likes, by the sound of it, are Newcastle United,
Yeah.
booze, and mince and dumplings.
That's crazy.
That's his three things, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, that. 12 meals.
A madness.
Never had pizza.
Never had pizza. Right, so that was the Saturday. Then Sunday.
Oh, yeah, we're back to St. Paddy's Day. So I missed the train, got on the next one. It was rammed, so I decided to purchase myself. Sorry.
Oh, for the audio listeners, Ethan's
I
playing with
got
his
on
glasses.
the train and it's be rammed.
And,
So what did you do
I
with
decided-
your spectacles, Mr. Monopoly Man?
I decided to perch myself down on a first-class seat.
Wow.
And no one was telling me off because it was so rammed.
Yeah, we get it. It was.
What is going on with your glasses? I don't know what's going on. What is happening in
Did you
this?
see that? They went wonky in He's like a fucking ghost. The ghost of Eric Morecambe just made his glasses all wonky in his face out of nowhere. Yeah, what happened then?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
A bit of slapstick there.
That's
A
quality.
bit of old humour there.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I must say, I got off at the streets of Lime Street, and there I saw. Sorry, the steps.
Take me by the hand and I'll lead you through the streets of Lime Street. It's actually just the one street, but I'll definitely take you there.
I meant the steps of Lime Street, and I looked out, and all I could see. Sorry, it was just so.
Of Lime Street. Go on. Oh dear, this is ridiculous.
The sun was beaming down on the Liverpool. And I just thought, it's always sunny in St. Paddy's Day, and what a lovely, lovely day. And then as I swept through the streets
Of Lime Street.
of Lime Street, I just saw so many Irish flags, and never before that many people out on a St. Paddy's. It was rammed, and I just thought, this is it for me. So I then made my way to McCooley's.
Hoary, oh.
Still pissed. Right, so you had McCooley's. What were the highlights of your day?
Well, you could hardly move in the concert square, so I then got inside McCooley's, got a couple of Guinnesses to get me going. And as we're watching the Manchester United-Liverpool match in the FA Cup, my friend Joe was having a little chin wag with us, and he funny enough, with better the glasses, he flicked me glasses. They went flying, you see.
Bloody hell.
How did that happen?
He said, oh, what's happened there? Like, I don't know what's happened there. I was like, you know what you've done.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
Well, you can't accidentally flick
Who
someone's
is
glasses
this
off.
guy?
Oh, it's part of his humour. So I reported him to Wob. I said, Wob.
Who's Wob?
Wobb's a friend of mine.
Oh, right, but not sort of the boss or...
Ethan and Wob were in a sexual relationship, aren't they?
Oh, of course, yeah. So
So
the
then,
Wob job, as you call it.
oh, yes.
Give me a Wob job.
And I said to Wob, this happened. So Wob then thought it was funny. So I'd given me head a bit of a back of the head, a bit of a hit, and my glasses went pigging. And honestly, I couldn't find them.
What, they flew off your head?
They were lost amongst.
Especially in a busy bar like McCooley's.
They were lost, and then eventually, I did find them.
Good, yeah, I can see him on now. So,
And then anyway, a goal goes in for Manchester United, and Wobb's grabbing my arm, Trisha's grabbing my arm.
Wait, hold on. Could they celebrate United goals in Liverpool?
Oh, yeah, it was a 50-50 split, really, or maybe a lot of Evertonians, maybe probably.
probably.
Yeah.
And then pulling my arms in celebration, and said, one tug on the right shoulder, slipped on me brogues, went flying backwards, pint fell all the way down onto me lap, soaked me jeans, and I was grumpy, and they went quiet. They realised they were silly there.
Upset him again, yeah.
So they bought me a pint.
That's nice.
And then for the rest of the time at McCooley's, every time I was chatting to someone, Joe would sneakily put a little bit of Guinness down the back of my shirt.
Now this sounds...
And I'd look around.
Who's this Joe guy? We met him.
Sorry.
You've met him, I think.
Have we?
They're just
He's got
fucking...
funny, weird
They're
names,
just
Steve.
bullying you here, aren't they?
He's not ginger, is he? Not
so
that guy.
they're pulling you by... Picking you up and pulling you by the arms. They're knocking your glasses off your head twice. They're pouring Guinness down the back of your shirt. What is this?
You see, if it wasn't Joe, I would be more annoyed, but this is very Joe's sense of humour.
Does he do it to anyone else?
I've been out in public when Joe's been tripping someone, taking people's shoes off with his foot and going, oh, sorry, fella, oh, I didn't mean that one.
What, to people you didn't know?
Yeah, it's just...
Does he get smacked a lot, Joe?
No, he's got a bit of a charm about him, a bit of a silliness about him.
He charms
Did you have a good night, though, in the end?
Oh, ended up in Pop World.
Fucking hell.
Oh, classic.
Fairy Tale of New York was playing.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, that's all right, though, isn't it? Irish tune, isn't it? The Pogues.
But it's
I
about
guess.
Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, but fuck it. It is what it is. Is it?
Yeah.
Don't really say Christmas too much, do they?
When you first took my hand on that cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for
Yeah,
me.
well, it could be any day, really, and it doesn't change the song, does it?
But that's like saying,
Pancake Day.
what? What about
You
it?
first took my hand on Pancake Day Eve. You
Yeah,
promised me Broadway was
but
waiting
then,
for me.
yeah, but if you changed every lyric of every song, then yes, they would mean something different.
No,
yeah, good point.
I'm
yeah,
saying
well
they could be
done.
singing about any day.
Yes, I know, but they've chosen to sing about Christmas, making
Well,
it
they
a
only bring
Christmas
it up.
song.
They only
Haven't
bring it
they?
up now. They
If
only
that's
bring
like
it-
saying,
they only bring it up now and again.
You could have sang about any religious figure, but you wrote about Jesus. That's why it's the fucking Bible.
Yeah, but I'm saying I won't be too stunned if I heard it. Although, because Slade, when he goes, it's Christmas, you go, well, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing a song more about a romance. Than, do you know what I mean? It's like his Die Hard Christmas
It's
film.
Christmas
It happens
Eve,
around
yeah.
Christmas, but you know.
Yeah, they only mention Christmas Eve sort of a handful of times throughout the whole song. It's barely a Christmas
And also
song.
the lyrics, the bells are ringing out for Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
every chorus. And
Yeah.
the bells
I'm not
are
back-
ringing
yeah, but-
out for Christmas Day.
And then what happens?
But you know, the thing is, if you change any day for a Christmas day, then it becomes a Christmas, you know, like Joe said, just because it's got the word Christmas in sort of 20 or 30
True.
times doesn't make it a Christmas song, Ethan.
Oh no, that's true. Then I got the train back.
What was that
after
last
Pop
train
World.
home like? Was it busy?
Oh, rammed. I just needed a wee all the way there.
Did you use the toilet on the train?
Didn't think about that one, but just
What's
He's
this
had such a day.
weird method
He's
of
had such a
torture
day, such
where
a
you
day.
don't even consider the fact that there's a public
So
loo?
imagine what it looks like as well. His t-shirt's all stretched and pulled from where his mates were using him like a little
Yeah, yeah.
marionette puppet. He's got a big fucking shit brown stain down the back of his t-shirt
Stinks.
from all the Guinness. He's got Guinness all over his lap, so he looks like he's crapped his pants. And now he stood there with his legs crossed, not doing a piss, absolutely bladdered.
Do you know what he's big into
With his
at the
glasses
moment?
all wonky because he put them on wrong.
He's big into lamb chops at the minute, Ethan.
what?
Isn't it? Aren't you?
Yeah.
Big into lamb chops.
Oh, well, it's funny you say that, sure.
It's not funny. He's obviously set you up, hasn't he?
Well,
sake.
when I got back, when we landed,
Yeah.
delivered to the station, that Tom and
Jerry.
Wob said that they wanted to go to Istanbul's, a famous takeaway of the gay village.
Cool.
And
Sounds like the one that have in Liverpool, doesn't it?
yeah,
2005.
Istanbul's famous takeaway of the gay village.
yes, and
Have you ever heard of it?
And yeah, because I used to live around that way, but I don't think it's called Istanbul's famous.
oh no, sorry, I was just saying it's
Oh
quite
right,
famous.
I'm saying it's not very nice, but why would they? Everybody they want to eat, they want to go there. Why?
It's memories.
Because
Oh,
what it was is it was a day that they did, clearly from the start of the weekend they decided we're going to go to all of the shittest possible places in a row that we can.
Finish off at right. Okay,
Starting
yeah.
at Piccadilly Tavern, ending at Istanbul's world famous takeaway of the gay village.
And then I said, I'm not going there. I'm done now. I went home and ordered myself some 1 a.m. lamb chops.
Can you believe that?
What
The
a-
risk of a... Don't forget, St. Patrick's Day's on a Sunday, so this place is open at 1 a.m. on a Sunday night, and you go for lamb chops.
Yeah, they've been sat marinating for upwards of 12 days.
Could be the best lamb chops, though, you know. I mean, what else did you have with it, you know?
Couldn't believe how much rice I got.
Another food that will kill you if it's
Was
been
it
left
not
out.
so dry?
No, the rice box was like the size of my head,
Fuck me.
and there was just 4 wee chops in the middle.
Were they good?
Just rice everywhere. No, they're all right. I think just a lot of bone.
A lot of bone. I've got a few
Yeah.
questions for you, Joe.
Yeah.
First question. How long would you leave, if you ordered a pizza, how long would you leave it out on the side and then still go back and eat it?
Really?
What's the,
Great
how many
question.
hours are you leaving that?
So, are we just talking...
A few different foods to unpack.
I'd probably just always eat it.
Wait.
Until it's looking like I shouldn't.
So do you mean you would never leave it on the side because the food has been eaten? You're saying there is no expiry date on this pizza?
If I've ordered a pizza, and I just probably leave it on the side, I don't know, and say I ordered it at 1 p.m, I don't really order pizza at 1 p.m, but say I do, I'd still pick at that all the way till
Till bedtime.
bedtime.
So let's say you order it at 3 a.m. after night. Oh God, you've left it. You come down in the morning.
If it's still on the side, of course I'm having a slice.
And what about 6 p.m. the next night still? It still looks okay. It's just
No,
got
by
that
the time
sort
I get up and I see that, I probably think, right, I'll have a couple of slices now, but I should put the rest in the fridge.
for the fridge.
What do you want from me?
I thought you were going to say the bin.
No!
Just in the fridge. I'm not binning
Get it
it.
in the fucking thingy. Yeah.
Spent money on it. Right, next up. How long are you leaving a sandwich out for? You've made yourself a lovely, let's say a sort of ham and salami sandwich,
Ham
bit
and
of mayo,
salami.
mustard. You've eaten half. Oh, one time, I'm just going to nip out. How long are you leaving that out
So
for?
we're always eating at like 1 p.m. for this
Yeah, we
thing.
start at 1 p.m. It's a lunch meal.
I'm probably eating it till tea, so like 5 or 6, and then it's gone, isn't it?
It'll be about 5 or 6
It's
hours.
gone, it's gone.
Finally, now you've got to remember the fact that the ingredients in this are kind of preserving it and curing it a little bit.
Yeah.
The rice, ignore the rice. You've got a bit of naan bread left.
Oh, yeah. He's talking
Garlic naan.
Yeah.
A little chicken tikka masala in the foil with the lid on, with a little Tupperware.
That's exactly the same frame of pizza, mine for pizza. In fact, I'd eat that. I'd keep that on the side just to nibble at all week. Little chunk a day. Great.
Really?
Yeah,
with
great.
chicken in it.
Yeah, but chicken's chicken, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
But, oh, you can't get tremendous food poisoning from chicken.
I thought you can only get tremendous food poison off chicken before it's like, you know. I thought once it's dead, it's dead. Like once it's cooked, to a right temperature, then you're fine. No one gets salmonella off of well done chicken, do they?
Yeah, but you've...
Disgusting. I've never even got bloody hell. I was up all night. Yeah, I think I cooked this chicken too well. They don't, do they? They don't.
You're so right. You're so right. No one's ever gone, fucking hell. Tell you what, I should have overcooked that chicken a bit more last night. No, it doesn't happen, does it?
Why? What? Have you got some science to
No, I was just
stumble
wondering.
it?
I just wanted your opinion on
I
it.
heard that pizza can be bad, you know.
What's bad in it, though?
No, not just like unhealthy. I mean, if you leave it. I heard someone at Pizza Hut have got very strict rules about the buffet. Not just how
What,
many
as in
slices-
your barred? Your picture,
No, Mr.
your
McGrath.
picture's in the head office at
McGrath.
Pizza Hut, innit?
Turn around.
He's banned. He knows he knows
never
why.
moustache on. Oh, jeez, Mr.
A little
McGrath.
moustache of tomato puree.
Yeah.
Drawn on yourself with it.
Yeah, like 4 lines ago. Who's Mr. McGrath? I don't know who he
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Put his voice on.
But no, because because of bacteria and that. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh yeah, is
It's
it?
bad.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you this question.
Yeah.
You just don't see it, do you? You
Nah,
don't
fuck
care.
it. Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
Why not?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
How was your Patrick's Day anyway? You've not told us.
It was brilliant. Too many drinks, me and my dad,
That's good
all
though,
day.
isn't
It's so emotional as well.
Yeah.
Going to the game with my dad is like one of the most sort of through lines of our whole relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like went to the first game at 1998. I was 4 or 5 or whatever, and then we've been going not every week, obviously, but sort of half a dozen times a year or
of course.
more for the last 25 years. So like when like This Is the One plays at the start and stuff, we're like stood there welling up next to each other because it just means so much, and we're just hugging the whole time. We've already had loads to drink, and we just stood there fucking. The sun's hitting us in the head, and we just. I fucking love so much of it. I love it, and it was just incredible. The game was fucking amazing, obviously. And then afterwards, you just the difference between winning and losing.
Oh, it's crazy.
Like I still feel happy now, days later, because of that win. Like it changes, especially with it being an international break now. The trajectory of where you would have been to where you are with the win is unbelievable.
I'm thinking, obviously that the draw even fell our way as well.
Coventry. So you've essentially
obviously,
got. Let's say now an 80% chance of being in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Something I think if United played each other 10 times. United and Coventry, United win 8 of those 10.
Fucking hell.
Like we've got somewhere in that region of being in the FA Cup final. When this season 2 weeks ago, when we were losing to Fulham and then City, felt like it might be over. And then all that emotion's in the air. What do we do for dinner?
Just go out, or did you go in home or something? Did you stay over?
No, we went and got something.
Did you sit in?
I don't remember what we had.
Indian? He's always an Indian,
It's
really.
not an Indian with me.
Did you get in? Right, so let's take
So
you leave Old Trafford.
So we leave Old Trafford.
It's about 6 o'clock-ish.
We went to the Matchstick Man and we played. This is what we were doing. We were drinking Baby Guinness, and I was reading him some of the winners of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, reading him all their questions. And I was reading the question for £500, and he's got his little fish and chips there.
Oh, nice.
And they're doing them all, making him say final answer every time and stuff. Got to the £1 million question, took the money.
Did he?
Yeah, took the money. And you know what? Respect him. He still had 2 lifelines left.
Wait, who's the audience?
Well, no, because
you.
He said, "I'm the audience. I'm Ask the Presenter, and I'm Phone a Friend."
Yeah.
And I'm 50-50, but he only had 50-50 and Ask the Presenter, and I told him, "Don't come to me for this."
Me.
And also, he said 50-50. I've got no idea. Even if it's narrowed down to 2, it's not going to help me. So fair play to me. We won £500,000.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
I love it.
What a night. Yeah, just a brilliant night. Then back to Stockport. Few were there. Watched the highlights in his hotel lobby.
Oh, so he was staying over?
He stayed over in the end, yeah, because the trains were shocking between like Worksop and Manchester.
Yeah.
So he stayed over, watched it in the hotel lobby, highlights, and then just stumbled home. Fucking brilliant.
Great day.
What a day.
What
One of the great days, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's time for this.
Harry Potter's pretty good.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Pocahontas is a lovely film.
Harry Potter.
You won't believe it. It's time for my film review.
Eva James, as
Ladies and
one of the
gentlemen,
most
welcome to Eva
successful
James.
new features we have brought onto the show.
Yeah.
It is Ethan's film review.
Oh yes, hello everyone. It's that segment again, which I bloody hate.
What? No. Start again,
Can't have
Ethan.
this.
No negativity.
Start from the beginning.
All right. Hello everyone.
Yep.
This is the film review
Very good.
because I've watched loads of films and it's really insightful and it's a really good bit of content. So this week you'll be delighted to hear I've been having a really nice weekend. I've been out and about with friends. I've been having a few beers.
You've told us all this.
I've been watching the football. And I'd much rather do those things than watch any films. But what I can say is that I am on the last episode of It's a Sin.
Right, you've been right.
And
Stop me there. No, stop. Shut up.
I've got 10 minutes left.
You've been watching It's a Sin for the second time, let's not forget. So you already know it for about a month now.
Yeah. Hold on, what did you just say?
I've got 10 minutes left of the last episode.
Who stops a TV show with 10 minutes to go? What are you talking about?
And also-
you can't even watch TV properly.
Also, have you seen It's a Sin?
Yeah.
One of the most emotionally impactful pieces of art I've ever seen in my entire life. And somehow, 10 minutes to go, he's gone, right, I'll save that for 2 weeks' time.
What happened? Why have you got 10 minutes left?
Well, Richie's about to die, so we're just going to wait for the death for later tonight, I think.
Are you watching this with
I mean, Manisha watch it together on the computer.
What?
What?
You don't live together?
How do you do that? What do you do?
You Google Meet up and you stream and you can see each other's faces in the corner.
Does it ever get, sexy?
Over It's a Sin.
No, probably not over it.
Well, some of the early episodes.
Yeah.
That's true, some of the earlier episodes.
Yeah. probably doesn't. It gets least sexy later on. But does it ever?
Yeah, let's say you're watching Troy or something, and you can see the sort of the bulging midriff of a young Brad Pitt.
Oh yes.
Do you know what I mean? And that long hair on his ample shoulders.
Oh yeah.
See, Manisha's got. She's sweating.
She got
She's sweating cobs, isn't she? You see her. You just see her. She just goes. Just dabs her brow a little bit. Nothing too much, but Ethan, he knows, don't you? You know what? You know it's on at that point.
Oh well. I don't know if that's my like my thing.
What's your thing?
Just like like just enjoyed myself to some people on webcam. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Right.
So what is your film review today? The last 10 minutes of it.
So this time we said last week you need to get a proper film, something that you've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Talk us through it, like you did with Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
You can't just So this week, I know you've said this thing about it's a symbol that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Take it away with your proper film, Ethan James.
Well, to me, and I know you lads were like this. I thought the ending of that FA Cup tie between Manchester and Liverpool was something from a film.
He's trying to hit us where it hit.
It was an ending that it cannot be scripted, you can say.
It was befitting of any film, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's over, isn't it? This feature.
You've taken the piss. You've taken the piss just one too many times today.
I'm too busy.
You're not too busy.
I am.
You're not.
You're not. You're generally not.
I am.
You're not.
Harry Potter's pretty good. Harry Potter! Oh, Pocahontas is a lovely film. Harry Potter! You won't believe it. It's time for my film review.
You're sacked.
You better have something for next week.
You better have something, otherwise, what's his fine for next week if he doesn't have it?
Shit himself alive on it.
It was a bit of a.
What was that?
It was a bit
What
of
was
a
it,
bit of a shite graphic to pay for that Ethan's film review, was it?
It's part of the
And to
bundle.
make a jingle for it as well. It's really going to last like another episode.
Great.
We could have done something else.
Yeah, I know.
What would you like to review instead?
Because we were trying to think of a feature that you could sort of lead and run with, and we thought you did a film review at the live show, and it was really funny. It was really good. We thought you could do that, and you agreed, and you thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Then what?
What could you review instead then? Would you review like a song maybe?
He's too busy to listen to a song.
busy.
The guy's got 10 minutes left of an episode of It's a Sin. He ain't listening to a song for us.
I listen to music once every 2 weeks. Usually when I'm like cleaning the bathroom. 90 minutes the other day I did cleaning the bathroom.
Fucking hell.
Let's do your
What
fucking
happened to it?
Sif review.
What's up with the
Dettol
bathroom?
review.
For 90 minutes?
Listen.
She's shitting blood again.
Oh.
Should we get on to the 9 out of 10 club?
Oh, that's definitely 9 out of 10. Definitely. Oh, that is sensational!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10. This week it's Ethan James's turn. I think last week I brought in... What did I bring in last week?
We had Irish curry.
Oh,
It was delicious, by the way.
You brought that in. And this week it is Ethan James's turn. So, Ethan, what have you got, mate?
Oh yes, well it's been a bit of a while, hasn't it? Since I've brought something in.
What do you think your last one was?
Oh, it was that. Do you remember my stepbrother got that like sauce and that?
Oh, yeah, that chili oil that you've never tried before.
yes.
Oh, maybe we should let someone else try that sauce,
Yeah, we should actually.
We
That'd
do have
be
a
good.
special guest.
It was delicious.
Okay, so you back that up. I don't think it got in, did it? So you've got to bring something big this week. Your reputation is in tatters.
Well,
Isn't it? Let's
one
be honest.
thing that I worry about, Joe, is that sometimes we just go to these niche restaurants and you get some
like Chippies or Mexican places.
yeah, or like, oh, these lamb chops from here, and the average viewer is going, what the hell are you on about?
The fuck is a lamb?
Exactly. And this time,
We don't have those here!
We had chips and curry sauce last week.
No one, what's a potato? We can't get hold of that!
and this time, I've brought something that I think is 9 out of 10 that
on.
the average viewer can afford and get.
Perfect. That's what the club's all about.
And what I've done, Joe, so I know you lot have got in guests and that, but I've actually done a bit.
Every week.
I've done a bit of producer work, and I've reached out, and I've not gone somewhere local. I've reached out to someone.
You what?
Right, who has a few things to say as well. It's a bit of journalist work.
Don't get us in trouble.
About the company Heinz. Used to work there, and the reason I mentioned Heinz is because I'm bringing in the sausage and beans.
Fucking hell.
And please come and welcome to the set, Dom.
Dom, ladies and gentlemen. So what the fuck's going on here? This guy works for the co-op. Why are we bringing in someone from the co-op? Oh, wow. You're not a bouncer. What's going on? How are you, mate? You all right?
Very well, how are you?
Yeah, very good.
Hello, you okay?
Yeah,
just the one spoon to try the sausage.
So what's going on?
This might be the worst 9 out of 10 club offering ever.
Co-op, baked beans and pork sausage and tomato sauce. Sausage with beans in it?
Yep. Sausage and beans.
When you got the call from Ethan to bring in this item in particular, what were you thinking?
It's a pleasure to plug the sausage and beans can from the co-op. Thanks. As Ethan said, I used to work for Heinz, 57 varieties. But now I work for the co-op.
How did that happen? Sorry, before we get into the beans, because we know what this tastes like. We've all had it. How did you? Well, everyone's had.
Have you had the Heinz variation, or have you had
I've
this
had the
one?
Heinz. Surely that's the best of the.
What do you say? Surely.
Surely Heinz is the best you can get.
Fucking hell.
Surely, you said.
I mean,
What are you doing? Are you eating that just as it is?
Well, it's not. It's cold.
With the cold flavour, as in with cold showers, it makes things more intense.
I tell you what. I can honestly say the fucking hell, the ratio of beans to sausage is mental.
What do you mean?
It's all sausage.
No, it's not.
Dig in that. Have a little dig in that.
Come on, go on. You've got a fucking pasta.
There's so much sausage in there. Like, stir it a little bit. There is literally more sausage than beans. There's sausage everywhere, man.
Bloody hell.
It's hard to even
Only
get
the
off.
finest meat.
Can you pass that over?
I'll go first then, if you're going to be a bit picky about it. There's so much sausage. Sorry, you've just gagged at the smell.
No, wasn't that.
What made you gag there?
remember
Sorry.
I'm not having a cold sausage.
I remember something earlier.
What did you remember?
A taxi drive down, a pigeon flew past the window.
It just flew past.
Yeah, they're flying rats, aren't they?
Oh yeah, of course.
We're big on hygiene at the co-op. In the factory.
Hygiene.
Sorry?
What happened with you and Heinz, mate?
We had a falling out
How?
on the factory floor.
I said how, not where.
Well, I was getting to that. On the factory floor, we had a falling out because you said that there's 57 varieties, and clearly we've been producing 58 varieties.
Shit.
And
There's so
they
much
said
sausage in there.
that's part of the marketing strategy.
No, it's got to stop that. That really is bad to listen to.
No.
Move your mic away if you're going to do that.
Ethan, talk me through why you like baked beans.
And
with
come and
pork
have a sausage, actually, Ethan. Come let Joe feed you a sausage.
Do you enjoy the smell of it?
I don't know if I. Oof.
Talk us through it. You brought this in.
Well, I must say, it reminds me of my childhood. It also reminds me of my uni days, just an easy, good meal to get a bit of protein in you. It's not expensive, and it's just an upgrade, isn't it? You have beans and toast, but why not add a bit of sausage in there?
So many sausages in this. I actually can't believe how sausage heavy it is.
We're more generous than Heinz, I have to say. You're really getting into that.
Is this a special tin?
A what?
Is it a special tin?
No, it's just iron.
What do you make of these,
Is
Joe?
it
You've not
iron?
tried it yet.
Is the tin made of iron?
It's an iron compound.
I'll try after
So-
Ethan tries it.
Ethan, come on.
Yes.
You brought it in. What are you going to do? Not eat it?
See, it even says one of your 5 a day.
One of your 5 tins of beans and sausage a day.
What, just supposed to have 5 of these?
Are you having 5 of these a day, man?
That's a lot of beans and sausage.
Are you eating 5 tins of this stuff a day?
No, I supplement the 3 tins of it with a couple of bananas.
With a little bit of sausage and bean pill.
Yeah,
What's up with you, Dom?
nothing. I'm just remembering that car journey.
Do you want one, Dom?
No, I'm fine. I've had my 3 already. 3 tins already today.
You try it then.
I'm not trying it.
You said you try after Ethan.
I know
Come
what
on.
it tastes like.
No, you
I know
don't.
what it
You
tastes like. I'm
don't.
not having
You
a-
know
You know what the
Heinz-
Heinz one
you know
tastes
what
like.
Heinz
This is more
tastes like.
sausage than bean, man.
Fucking
What's
hell.
up with you, Joe? Come on.
Because it's the worst offering ever on 9 out of 10 Club.
You can't say things like that.
What do you make of that?
It's good, isn't it?
What are those sausages?
They're good, aren't they?
No, but what? No.
Did you eat this in childhood and university?
Yes.
So just your whole life then?
Oh, that's a good point.
Did you ever have mash with it?
Oh, I would go with more so toast, butter and cheese.
And then this on top?
Yes.
Of the cheese? Or the cheese on top of the...
Cheese on top, but you can put this on top of the cheese to make it melt quicker.
Don't tell me you've never tried that. You work for Heinz and for the Co-op bean section. You've never put cheese on them.
Well, no, I haven't. I used to go around to my friend's house as a child, and they used to have unbranded beans like these and Smash. And I used to kind of grin and bear it because we had Heinz and potatoes mashed. But you know that thing where you have a bad experience in childhood, but then later on in life you kind of have some kind of fetish for it. You develop a taste for the bad things.
He's telling us you've got a Smash fetish.
I have an unbranded product fetish.
Right.
Hence why I left Heinz. One of the reasons why I left Heinz.
Joe, is it going in the 9 out of 10 Club for you?
I don't know what's going on here.
It's a fraction of the price, higher protein. We're truthful about how many varieties we use at the Co-op.
It doesn't even say.
Well, we're truthful about in tomato sauce.
Yeah, of course.
I can confirm it is in tomato sauce.
I don't know what to make of it. Dom, I really don't.
Well, did
Make
you
your mind
enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, I did. I really enjoyed it.
There you go. And
So
imagine that
brilliant.
heated up.
Do you
Yeah.
think it's 9 out of 10?
No, it's not 9 out of 10, is it? Did
No.
beans get in?
Yes. So add a bit of sausage in there.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like
It's
sausage.
the worst quality sausage of all
I don't know
time.
what you say. It doesn't taste like
Fuck off. That's a good sausage.
It is
Fuck
good.
off. If I use like a full thing of good sausages, you're telling me that's up there?
That's a good pork bean sausage.
I think you can have a too good sausage. You know when you eat a Cumberland sausage and it's too good?
Yes.
You go, I just want a normal
How
sausage.
good could a sausage be?
Well, there's too good sausage.
Is that why you have a sausage fetish these
I
days?
don't have a sausage. I never said I had a sausage fetish.
Because
I
they
said I
didn't
had
say
childhood trauma.
Childhood sausage.
Let's not speak about that.
It's not 9 out of 10. No offence, Tom. I'm sorry.
Even this could be the worst.
This is shit, mate.
9 out of 10.
This is worse
fucking
than beans.
shit.
This is worse
Oh,
than beans.
sorry I've not brought in another fucking 5-star meal from some posh restaurant in Northern Quarter.
Such as?
Go on.
Well, just, you know, like your big old, like, lamb chops or your big old...
Right, so hold on. What's better? If you had one last meal,
No,
would
but
you have
this-
lamb chops or this?
You forget what the 9 out of 10 Club's about.
No,
and-
you, Ethan, always pretend you're the fucking saviour of the 9 out of 10
I am.
club. Yet you brought fuck all in recently, but you complain.
Fuck off.
Oh, he's bang out of order for saying that, isn't he?
He's defending the beans. I have to be on Ethan's side.
Thank you,
That
mate.
is true. That is
If you
true.
defend the beans, you defend
Is
me.
9 out of 10 Club purely on taste or aesthetics, price?
Everything.
Price, aesthetics,
Well, what's the
Aesthetic.
price?
78p.
What's the
What year is it?
aesthetics?
2008?
Pardon?
What are the aesthetics?
Iron, like I said, iron compound. Very big label, purple, like in the Roman times, vermilion silk. You know, royal colour. One of the 5 a day. Medium amounts of fat.
Out of all the 57 varieties that Heinz did do, if you can speak briefly on how good they were, what would you say your favourite was?
Variety of tomato. in
Of just
Heinz.
what Heinz do, isn't it?
I think Heinz does a great many of things in the 58 varieties.
Oh yeah, of course, famously.
Their 42nd variety is particularly good.
No specific. No, you don't want to go into more details than that.
Well, I'm under, NDA.
Okay, of course.
What was the NDA for?
Can't talk about how many varieties. Bullshit. Or what are in the varieties.
We'll cut that out.
We'll cut out. We'll cut out.
Right.
Right, now it's time for...
It is time for this fucking class feature. The top 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. The top 3.
Right, this is where we pick our top
Do
3.
you mind staying for this, Dom?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
This is where we pick our top 3, ... a different category each week, and today is top 3 films.
Oh, it's a big one.
I think, Joe, you should go first.
Films.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just picking the 3 films Not that I think are the best films ever made, cinematography, capturing the moment, revealing truths that were previously untruths. I don't care about all that. I want the top 3 films that made me feel the best when I watched them.
Yeah.
Okay? Number 3, Kes. I think it's a fucking brilliant film.
Fucking Kes.
Absolutely.
What? Sorry, go on, carry on.
What are yours going to be?
No, carry on, this is yours.
Yours is that advert that plays outside Archie's 24/7, isn't it? You know, it's like Tiny Temper eating a burger. Fuck off.
Go on, Kes.
Number 3.
You don't even... Oh, fuck.
You don't even what?
You don't even know what happens in Kes. What happens in Kes?
A boy gets a kestrel, the teacher is sad. His brother kills it and we all go home.
That sounds like the best film ever, is it?
I've not seen it, you just ruined it.
Yeah, get out.
Are we doing spoilers?
If you want to.
Okay.
Number 3 is Kes. Number 2, I think my second favourite film of all time is probably, just because I loved it so much growing up, probably The Dark Knight.
Okay.
I just loved it. I know it's not the best, but you watch it at a certain age, 13.
It's brilliant.
It's absolutely brilliant. And I think, and I know this is just gross to pick, and it's not arty and it's not cool, but the film that when I watch it, I feel like I'm in that world and I want to be in that world and I just am so engrossed, is The Matrix.
Really? The Matrix is number 1?
I love The Matrix.
Wow.
You can criticise it, you can analyse it all you want. Only the first one, the other ones don't count. But that first one is a definitive works that sort of, the rest can be insinuated after that. Here's the one, we don't need to worry about it.
It's very exciting,
It's
isn't it?
so exciting. It's brilliant. It is brilliant.
It is
Groundbreaking
brilliant.
at the time as well. What a film.
I'm going to go with... Now, The Dark Knight just misses out for me. That was number 4. I'm going to go with...
I bet I can guess yours.
No, you can't.
I bet The Wolf of Wall Street is on there.
Nah, it's not that. Dumb and Dumber, number 3.
Number 3?
Number 3. No, Dumb and Dumber, number 3.
Okay.
Yeah?
Great film.
Shawshank Redemption, number 2.
Of course.
Number 1, I really love Interstellar.
Really?
I think it moves me every single time I watch it. It's one of the best soundtracks ever.
Yeah.
I cry all the time when Matthew McConaughey gets back to the ship after a long time being on a planet.
Yeah.
And I love it. I think it's my favourite.
That's not a bad list. Ethan?
Oh, yes.
Here we go, fuck me.
Here are my
Stop
top
yourself
3
in, Dom.
films of all time. Number 3, I'm going to say The Dead Poets Society.
Oh, this lovely film.
It's a lovely film.
Sorry, is this going to be the artist, coolest?
Oh, it's really sad, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Oh,
What
yes.
happens in it?
Oh, well, it's about a group of young lads at a school, and they're all, doing a bit of writing and learning English and that. And then there's a tragedy.
Okay, number 2.
The next one for me is going to be Castaway.
Tom Hanks.
It's Tom Hanks' film, aye. What a great actor, maybe the best of all time. And that leads to number 1, Forrest Gump.
I don't mind that as a list.
Gump, yeah.
What really pisses me off is the fact that we do a feature called Ethan's Film Review, a feature that you every single week tell us how you've got no films that you've ever watched. 2 of those 3 films haven't even featured in the review.
Will you review them next time?
Dead Poets Society and Castaway. You've not mentioned that.
I don't really remember them, but they were great.
So they're in his top 3.
They're in his top 3 films and he doesn't have a clue what happens in them.
Dom, would you mind sharing your top? I know you're obviously in the Bean world, but have you got top 3 films?
I do, yeah. August, Osage County.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking a bit like you.
Sausage County, did you
Meryl
say?
Streep is in it. It's got a litany of great actors in that film. It was a stage play, and the director and writer wrote it for a screenplay. It's very good. Well, it's more than very good. No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, great film.
Really good film. Really good film.
Great film.
Great film.
And
Number 1.
There Will Be Blood.
Oh,
Great film.
really good.
Great film.
Brilliant.
Great
Hit the
film.
jingle.
Sorry, what's that? Hit the
Quickly.
jingle.
Very intense. Yeah.
Hurry up.
Great film.
Press the
Have you
jingle.
seen it?
Yeah.
There Will Be Blood.
It is time for this fucking class feature. The top 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. The top 3.
Anyway, it's time for I don't feel dead sad after that. I mean, why do you not believe I've seen There Will Be Blood?
Not many people have, even though it's a
With the bad guy in it, he just goes around killing people.
No, that's there. No Country for Old Men. There Will Be Blood is about an oil baron.
Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis.
Google There Will Be Blood.
It's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Some
I've abandoned
sensation.
my boy, etc.
My boy!
What? You seen it?
There's lots of quotes in it.
No, I got confused. I thought his second film was the first film, and I don't know what the first film was.
August Sausage County.
August Sausage County treat. Right, that's going to be all from us. Absolutely shocking Anna Tank Club. It hasn't gone in, no offence.
Sorry, Ethan, that is bad.
No, that's all right.
Right, see you later. We'll see you next week.
See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Wave,
Wave, Dom. Wave, Ethan.
Ta-ra. See ya.